Hi guys. So as some of you know, I put out a post saying like how I was gonna do rodeo tips and tricks and like horsemanship riding or like anything like in general that you guys need help with. So someone reached out to me and they were just like, "Oh, can you help me on barrels, like barrel techniques?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure." So I'm currently not at my ranch, but I'm gonna make two parts of this. I'm gonna show like on foot, like kind of map out like the technique, and then I'll hop on my horse. I think another day because he lost a shoe and I don't want to ride him and make him sore. So I think I'm gonna either hop on another horse or just wait till he's better, and I'm gonna show you guys the technique. Okay, so I have this like plant holder, I don't know, and we're just gonna pretend that it's a barrel because I don't know where any of my barrels are. They all just like kind of disappeared. I think it's down at my pasture over there, but we're just gonna pretend that this is the barrel. Okay, so this is like if you're training a horse, or like if you just like want to repattern them, like to do better on barrels, or whatever you're like really. This is just a good technique to have. Okay, so when you ride, you're gonna ride up and you're gonna ride past the barrel so your horse's flank is with the barrel. You stop, you pet them, good job. Then you're just gonna turn right here, stop when your horse's flank is at the barrel, and then pets, good job. Turn, stop, flank at the barrel, then let your horse come out. And then like I find this exercise good because it really teaches your horse, like especially if your horse struggles like with their butt whipping out like that to turn, it just really keeps them consistent around the barrel. So instead of going like that when you ride, it's more of like a consistent turn, come out, you know? So that's a really good technique that I love to have. Then also, if your horse is shouldering, I'm not sure if most of you know what that is, but if your horse is shouldering, like instead of turning, like going out past the barrel, they're like going into the barrel. And most of the times that's gonna cause knocking, and we don't wanna knock barrels. So what you gotta do is you gotta find yourself a pair of spurs. Or if your horse is just sensitive, then I'm gonna say you're gonna use that inside leg and inside rein. You're gonna pick up your rein like this and really use that a lot of inside to get them to push their body out so they're nice and shaped and you got their head in. So it's gonna look like this when you go around the barrel with your horse. Come out, pop up. And my horse struggled with shouldering like a lot. So I will say this exercise definitely like helped him a lot overcome shouldering. So that's just like a good thing to know. Okay, so I thought I'd map out like kind of where to go for the other technique. So you're gonna want to go like right about here. Give yourself a nice few feet, like right about there. Your horse's flank is like to the barrel. Then you just want to straight turn, horse's flank to the barrel, turn again, horse's flank to the barrel, then come out. Sorry, this is like hard because I don't have like a solid setup right now, but I think that was like, I think personally that's a great exercise. I've been teaching my horses a lot on this, and I think that they're starting to improve. Another good thing to know is where your hands go. So like when you're coming around the barrel, you're gonna want to pick up your hand like this, and really, like, there's two different ways depending on how your horse is. You can either pick up like this and bump with that inside leg, get them to move their body, shape their head, come really nicely around that barrel. Or if your horse is like not like, if your horse is like a little more trained, you can just pull, or I don't know how to explain this, but just like try both ways, see how your horse likes it. You're just gonna pull back, just straight back, just right at you, and then he should turn his head in, go around that barrel pretty nicely. Also for lefties, same thing. And yeah. Also, I wanted to talk about lead changes a bit, because I know some horses just don't change their leads, and that's okay. It's just a good thing. It's like, you want your horse to change that lead so that you're coming around the barrel nicely and you're not like drifting out or like slip hazards or like whatever. So when you turn around the barrel, you're coming out. Let's just pretend that there's a second barrel. Your horse is on this lead. You want him to switch over to this lead. So I'd say a really good thing is to like use a lot of leg, and like use a lot. So like if your horse is on this lead, you're gonna use this leg to like bump him over to this lead. You know, if this is confusing, I'm so sorry. This is just like the best way I can explain it. And you're also gonna want to like pick up this rein and like drop this hand, bump, and then he or she should switch over pretty nicely. That's how I get my horse to change his leads. And then also for pole bending, like for all my pole benders out there, when you're coming around that first pole, you're gonna want to be nice and shaped up. Wait till you pass the pole, then do the same thing with the barrel. It's not any different. Go here, come out. I also like to call this the triangle method for barrels and poles. Coming here, space, flank, here, space, flank, and you come right out. And that's what lots of professional barrel riders do, like people you'll see in the NFR. And I think that's just like great to have, because like instead of just like having your horse be all sloppy around the barrel, I think that this is gonna be a really good technique to have. Also, don't rush into this. Just like take it at a walk, because it takes a while to learn a new technique. You can't just learn it like straight off the bat, because I mean, some horses are just like process things quicker than others, but like always try and be safe, because you don't want to develop a bad habit of just like switching techniques really quick. So again, just like take it on a walk a couple days, like bring him up to a trot when he nails the walk, and I think that your horse is going to be really good on barrels if they learn this technique. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.